Good afternoon, everyone. It's Rachel here, and it's Saturday afternoon, and I've been procrastinating all day. It's about 3:30, and I finally decided I'm going to do a little video working on the document journal. I have a few ideas, so that's why I put the camera on. A little bit overtired. We had a late night last night. Can't blame anybody but myself. No, and my husband. We went to our friend's place for dinner. I love this colour. Now, which one was that? We went to our friend's place for dinner, and maybe I'll just do it with this thread. And we didn't go to bed until like probably near 2, and I was up at 6:30, I think. So you know, a bit tired today, but anyway, I'm feeling like I'm a bit awake now, so that's good. And I'm just going to do little stitches in here to stitch this in. Oops. It all seems to be holding, so that's good. I should have done this before, but I didn't get it done. I was too busy mucking around with other things. I might just put a pair of scissors there to hold it down. And that way I can stitch a little bit easier. Knot it. Oh, actually, I might knot it on the front side. I'm just going to come back up here along the edge a little bit. Come back the other way. So how is everyone? I hope you're having a lovely weekend. I think we're having a quiet night tonight. Yes, I pulled the chicken out. Just stay in. We'll probably fall asleep early, which is good. We need to catch up. And I told you that Lulu came back from Florence and had an amazing time. So they absolutely loved it. It was her first time away without adults. And I was just thrilled that they had a good time. So, as they should at their age. I mean, I can remember one of my friends at school, they had a house at the, I mean, Sydney's on the beach, but they had a house sort of towards the edge of Sydney on the sort of beach, and we all went up there when we were 17. We caught the bus and up we went, and I didn't come home for 2 weeks. So, I mean, we couldn't go to nightclubs or bars or anything like that because, well, I couldn't because I was underage. So, but we could go and stay at our friend's place. That was really fun. And so, yeah, I think Lulu, these are, you know, lovely memories for her and her friends at this point in their life to start doing these sorts of things. So they actually went away for their friend's birthday. That was what he wanted to do. And so they had a really great time. And I would just love that little piece of fabric. But anyway, that's stitched on there now, so that's ready to go. And I'm going to come over. I love that. I actually really like how that turned out. It was a bit bodgy when I was doing it, but it's now nice and tough too. I like that. Nice piece of Florentine paper. I have my packs in my shop. I have quite a lot, so there's no rush in getting them if you want them. They are more expensive than last year simply because I wrote in the description there are nearly double the variety of papers in there to last year. Normally I do 2 packs, and I put about 27 different papers in. I've got I think 54 or 55 papers in these ones. And so rather than doing 2 packs, I did just one bigger one this year. I didn't do a Christmas one because it's hard to get all of the other paraphernalia that goes in with it. So I just decided it was it's a little bit overwhelming, so I just did the one. Now I'm going to I've just been playing around, just getting my ideas, you know, my ducks in a row really, because I sort of sit and procrastinate a bit, and you know, I didn't want to do that with you guys in the video. Do you know what I might do? I think I might glue a piece of paper across there just to give it a little bit of strength. And it's not fraying. It's been floating around for a while, that piece of paper. It's not fraying, but just say it decided to fray, it will stop where the paper's glued. And I've got my Josh O glue stick, and this glue stick here, the one without all the color things on. Where's the other one? Actually, I might use the other one. Where is it? The mushy one. Let's use the mushy one. This is the mushy one. This is not mushy, it doesn't have that. So I think I'll use this one because a lot of glue will come off onto the piece of paper, and then I'm really sure it's going to stick. It's going to mush right on there. And yeah, so I thought I would pop in and do a video. I wasn't going to, because, you know, I usually do about 5 videos a week. I didn't do one on Thursday. Thursday was a really busy day for me. I just didn't get one done. But yeah, I just felt like I was mucking around here. And finally, I've been coming in and out of this room all day, trying to get myself going, and finally I got myself going. So here I am with a few ideas. It might be a long video, it might not be a long video, we don't know. I'm going to use this glue because well, I could use PVA glue, but I think this one dries just a little bit faster, which is the only reason why I'm going to use this one. And as always, I say to you guys, with the fabrics and the laces, if you feel like it's not holding so well, you can just put 2 little stitches on these two corners, and it will be, I think it will be pretty fine. And then you could also staple. I'm going to put a staple in, and I'm also wrapping it around the old page because I feel, and I'm going to have it sticking out a little bit, so it's going to be kind of like a tab as well. It's going to wrap around. Did I put it on far enough? Probably not. And it's going to wrap around the other side. It's going to be like a tab. So then I'm going to, oh, got glue everywhere. This is a dry wet one, which is not a bad thing. We need lots of glue. And I'm just going to grab this and swoosh it here a little bit. And on this here. Okay, let's see how we go. Okay, where's my bone folder? I love that. So a little bit of decoration on this side. Get a nice tab. And a lovely pocket there. That's going to be good. And I like the idea of a staple. Oh, now I've got glue everywhere. Just a minute. It's not what we want. So you could actually just even do a nice stitch down there as I think about it, but I'm going to staple something there. I think maybe a little piece of lace could be good. So I pulled out a big mess here on my floor. I still have my scrap bin here from yesterday. Look at this, is so fragile, I can just tear it. And I'm thinking I'm just going to staple. I don't actually know in reality if the staple will go through that fabric. I don't know that it will. I'm having my doubts. It's a bit of a dicey stapler. But if I go like this, I don't want to go too far in, and okay. Oh, it feels like it went, kind of sort of went through. Yes, on one bit, the other bit not, but that's okay. It's all right. And that's just a little decoration there, and that's a pocket. That's really cute. I like that. I may also take some very old 1700s book paper. So we're mixing up the paper and the fabric. And I'm going to glue that there or up there. Oh, I kind of like it up there too. Is that telling me I need a bigger piece? I'm not going to get a very big piece out of this one, am I? A longer piece? Maybe a longer piece? Yeah, I'll put that piece there. Okay, so I'm going to use the smushy glue because I want a lot. I just have to be careful because it'll pull on my paper here that I'm gluing on and rip if I'm not careful. So I don't know if you can see that, but there's heaps of glue on there. Yep, so the Florentine papers are in. And if you're seeing a bigger price, it's just because there's more in there. Okay, so that's that. And I do like to have just a little bit of glue just to reinforce and it doesn't get in my way so much. There we go. That will dry. I'm going to extend that, but I need to sort of pull out my papers to do that, so I haven't done that yet. And I don't know if something else will happen here. Now, what was next? Oh, here, I think I was going to do something. Of course, I'll try and repeat too on the other one, something similar. So this here is, it was a, just sort of like a, I think it was a hanky, but it didn't look like it was a used one. And so what I've got, that's the reverse side. And then I thought that's going to fold down there. I'm actually going to put some stitches in. This is going to wrap around. I'm doing lots of wraparounds in this. And that I'm going to put my stitches along here. So that's actually going to be a little pocket in there for something little. I thought that could be a cute idea. So this was just sort of like a square hanky that I've cut. Now what I'll first do is just use this thread. Now glue and stitching do not really go so well together. However, now I'm wondering, should I just stitch it there and down there and not there? That's what I'm thinking, because I'll have that whole width. If I stitch down there, then it's just tiny. So I'm going to pin it like so. And then I'm just going to put some teeny tiny stitches in there to close it. I'm doing long stitches at the back and teeny tiny stitches at the front. And then I'll need to get some more. Do I have any thread on the table? No, I don't. Oh my goodness, and I've unthreaded. Oh, that's a terrible needle that's a milliner's needle. They're awful to thread. So I'll grab this one. I was using that when I was doing my beading for the hearts in the Roxy's Journal of Stitchery. Now make sure you don't pull it. Just double check, and now I'm going to end that off. Like that. Okay. I know it looks weird, but we'll see what happens. Now I'm just going to hop up a second, guys, and grab my thread. If I can find it in my mountain of mess on this other table that I need to tidy up. Here it is. Yes, because I used it the other day. This is just a, I don't know, is it a tatting sort of thread or something, or crochet? I don't know. Oh my goodness. Move a little bit closer. Now, thread the needle. So you could do, like, you know, a contrasting thread and some sort of visible stitches, but I'm just going to do little invisible ones. And so I'm just going to catch this here. So that's going to stay open. Just so I've got, you know, I can put something in there that's a little bigger. I just want to make sure I catch that. Now it shouldn't take too long to do. So these are just, you know, it's a preliminary sort of start to putting in pockets and things. But I do want to add a few textiles. I am thinking I've got the fabric one fairly close. I'm going to just have a look after I've stitched this to see if there's anywhere else I might prefer to put that one. And I'm just going to do little invisible stitches here. I'm not going too long at the back, because otherwise you'll have these big long stitches that when you're trying to slide things in the pocket, they'll get caught on. I've got a knot. Okay. And just always double check that you're not pulling it. I'm getting tangled on my paper. Oh, and I saw Gail Agostinelli's post today on Instagram, that company Temu, which is just like an AliExpress, for those who, you know, don't like to purchase on AliExpress. Well, you certainly shouldn't, you know, Temu is exactly the same thing. And they've asked me if I want to do a haul and stuff, and I just ignore them, because they have, I had a look at their website. They have copies, scanned copies of Stamperia papers, which I think is astounding. I think it's astounding when they steal, you know, fellow digital designers on Etsy as well. They steal their designs, like they've done it to Tracy, not Temu. People, it's not the company, it's not the website that does it. It's the manufacturers. But they're, you know, then they should be, maybe they're not aware of it. I don't know. You know, the platform where it's being sold, they're not the ones making it, but they're obviously allowing it for it to be sold. But anyway, they've been advertising, saying that Gail, I think I understood correctly, Gail, that Gail is promoting them, and she hasn't. So yeah, she wanted to get the word out that. And I think they might have had some bodgy link to go and maybe purchase something or something like that. I didn't quite understand, because I couldn't find where it was either. However, don't click anything. Just, she only sells on Etsy, like I only sell on Etsy. So if you see my stuff on another website, quite often, or sometimes you do receive something, they purchased our file and they're you know, reselling it, which is a no-no. But sometimes they also just take your money and you never receive anything. That's got nothing to do with us. We only sell on Etsy or on whatever website that we have. I sell on Etsy. I don't sell anywhere else. I don't have any affiliates with anyone else. So, and Gail doesn't either. So she wanted the word to be spread. So I'm spreading the word. So you know, like I do buy a few things on AliExpress. You know, I bought some grid sort of washi and stuff like that, but you know, I don't buy very often. I'm certainly not going to start buying from another one, and I don't buy papers, and I did buy some plain paper, but I don't buy papers from them, because they quite often are other people's artwork. And also some stamps. I don't think all, like I've bought some number stamps and stuff like that, but there are definitely, I have definitely seen, it doesn't matter if it's crooked, some Tim Holtz stamps and stuff there, on there, now that I know what they look like. So to start off with, I didn't know really what they were, because I didn't know Tim Holtz stamps so well, but I've learnt them now, and I have purchased some, you know, I've bought them on, I know some people don't agree with Amazon, but it's the only place I can get things here. I don't have a choice. I have to buy stuff on Amazon because I can't get supplies here. It's just the way it is in Italy. Well, where I am in Italy. I'm sure if I were in a really big city, maybe I would find more stuff. So this is my little pocket, you see, and we'll just finish gluing it on. Okay, and oh, I was going to look for a different spot. Oh well. Well, that didn't happen, did it? And that's just going to glue. It's not strong enough to make it It's definitely not strong enough to make it another sort of, I'm actually going to dirty my fingers and smush that glue around. It's not strong enough to become a tuck or anything like that, so it's just going to be glued down. Okay. Oh dear. See, I'm going to have to leave that open to dry because it's, of course, it soaks through the very thin hanky. I'll put some paper there. So I just wanted to give you an idea quickly. Do I have anything small? I do. I've got some smaller things here. Let's see if I've got something. Here we go. Something like this. See? And I left it open so that way I could put the little tag in there. Isn't that cute? I really like that idea. So I'm going to let that dry. Of course the glue's smudged, so I'm going to have a smaller pocket. But that is okay. So that's that one. Let's put a piece of folded paper in there just so I don't stick all my pages together. And what else might happen? Let's go a bit further on. And that's not such a strong page. I might put something here. So I've used that, put that out of my sight. Got that there. Might do something decorative a little bit on that page. So some sort of, I think I'm going to do some sort of paper pocket on this one. I just wanted to see some of the things that I've already made. Oh, they were gonna, I think those are super pretty. They were the ones, I did those, what's it called? Aren't they pretty there? I could reinforce that around the edges. I think I'm going to put those there. How about that? The other one won't have them, but it'll have something else. Okay, I'm going to do two of those pockets. So I'm going to glue this here. We did these recently. This was actually, I think I did these collages. I think I was trying to use up some papers. I did them a very long time ago anyway. And this one, I'm going to glue this on this side, and then the other side I'm going to reinforce it somehow. So we'll have a look at that in a second. Just because that's my 1600s paper. And it's one of the weaker ones that was in the bundles that, I mean, it's still good, but it's thinner than some of the others is what I'm trying to say. And of course the glue goes through the holes, doesn't it? So we'll just wipe that. And now here I've got to put something here. So one thing I could put down there is just a lovely decorative lace that could make a nice trim, like edging. Let's see what I have. I don't know if I've got anything in this one. Let's just, that's too wide. I'm not, that one I would use more to make a tuck. I think I already used that one. Something like that. No, it's too new, that one. I don't think it's new, but it's too new. It's not the look I'm going for. I don't know if I'm not actually I'm a lace down the edge person. It's hard to explain. I like it when it's a pocket, but I like that. That's the one I'm going to put down. It's actually a bit of a hoardy lace, that one. Oh, there's a little piece to use. I had put washi tape to try and hold. Oh, here's like a piece. There we go. That's good. It's meant to be. So I'm just going to have the lace. It'll just slightly ooze, not ooze, but go over the side. Oh, I know what I might do. I'm going to fold it over the top. Oh, yes. I'll take that little piece off. It's too long. And that can go somewhere else. And so what I need to do now is glue it. I need to put I'm going to use my smush glue because I want it to stick. I won't push too hard. So one of the things, why I was sort of procrastinating about doing the video today was sometimes I put the video on and these are for me anyway, are the types of journals that I actually really, I love spending time with you guys. Otherwise I wouldn't be doing as many videos as I do. It's kind of like I have to come on and say hello. But you know that. But this kind of journal, sometimes I need to think about it a little bit, and sometimes it's not so easy when you're doing a video to think on your feet and come up with things that are a little bit different to what you've already done. And so my thing is, I don't like to come on and just always, I'm going to have that go up there like that. I don't want to just come on and always do the same thing, because you could just have a formula. And if that makes it easy, but I'm doing videos for you guys, so I don't always just want to do exactly the same thing. So coming up with different ideas, I'm really rambling on today, is not always easy. That's a very long spiel just to tell you that. It's not always easy to come up with new ideas. So, and I think I'm going to just tear, would I like to tear a piece of that and just have that? I think I do. I think I like that. I'm going to put a little bit of glue behind it. It's not always easy to come up with ideas, but so I did actually, usually you see me working in the spur of the moment, but I did have to actually sit down and start mucking around, and so I did already have some preconceived ideas before I turned the camera on. There we go. And I know it's square, but I like that. No, it's glued, it's okay. And that has reinforced the edge of that page, so it should be good to go. And then I think I may actually put, I've got this lovely, this is mid 1800s and it's in German. I don't want a big piece, but this might be too big. I think, in fact, I know there's German on that side too. Oh, that's the wrong way, so I will tear off more. So I think I want to put just a little piece here, but I need a smaller piece. So no, not that piece. I need an even thinner piece because I don't want to cover the butterfly. So I am going to put that there. I'll use this one. Just having, it's just coming over onto the 1600s paper, and also on there. Isn't that gorgeous? I love that. And that one's gluing there. That's good. So let's just have a look how we're going. Let's see. Okay, I'm not going to pull that out all the time because I love that. I have to do that in the other one. There's all kinds of other decorating that needs to happen. That's all stitched on there. And we have this up here. I'm just moving it up and down in case it's too tall for the space. It could be that I decide to come back and put another pocket or something. We've got our pocket on there. It's a nice strong piece of paper, that one. And actually in the Florentine, there's two of these, 2 pages. I actually have been noticing, I think this might be one of them. Some of them have dates like 16 something, 17. They're parts of a bigger document and they're missing the rest of the pages. So I don't actually have any problem in giving them a new life because they're not complete documents. But I was seeing some very old dates. Some of them are 18, but I was seeing some very old dates. I'm just trying to see if there's any on here. So yeah, I think that's really exciting. Some of you will get them with dates. So I can't see in the pack, so I don't know who's getting what, which is a good thing because I don't like to have preferences, if you know what I mean. I'm going to have to leave it open on that page because it's really sticking, and that will dry. And then we did this, and I may put something else up there. I'm just wondering, Do I want to, and I'm just going to keep this down here because I really don't want that to stick. It needs to dry. Do I want to, I think I may just put a little bit of something down here as well, just to make sure. And I do have lots of strippy scraps as well. Oh, maybe something like that, but I need to tear it. Something like that. Let's just pull out my little one like that and see what I have. Oh, this one might be good. This one's torn. It's more beige, so it doesn't stand. I don't want it to stand out so much. Yeah, just a little piece of that, I think. That's why I keep those bits, because they're useful. I think I'll get rid of, oh no, I can fold this over actually and glue on there. And I'm not even going to put it flush. I'm just going to put it there. That's just a strengthening thing. It would be ideal I would leave it and not put anything on it, but I just want to strengthen it a little bit. And then here we've got those pockets. So I've still got a few more. I'll probably put something on here as well, and then that'll be it for pockets, and then it will be embellishing. But I think that's it for today. So I'm pretty happy with how that's coming along. I've come along to say hello to you guys, so that makes me happy. I hope everyone's going to have a lovely weekend, and if you're doing one of these, you're having fun with it. There's some great videos out there now with lots of people doing document journals, so there's plenty of inspiration out there. Look at that, it's like it's been burnt. Like if I push that, I reckon that would crumble out. But yeah, just leave it. So I'm going to leave that open on that page so it can dry, and start thinking about, I still need to put, I would like to put another pocket, I think, somewhere. Yeah, another pocket. And there's lots of embellishing to do, and then there's the ephemera to make as well. So quite a bit to do still. So I hope you enjoyed that. Have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you again soon. Bye.